Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Fabe. Monday afternoon today. We're here at the house. Um, I actually just put a carrot on my hook as bait. Just wanted to see what we could catch with the carrot, just because we got nothing else to do. But yeah, hopefully we can catch something right now with the carrot. But today I wanted to talk about pre-foreclosures. Pre-foreclosures because we do the majority of the leads that come in, and what we focus on are pre-foreclosures. So I want to touch a topic that I know a lot of people don't talk about, but it's important because these homeowners are going through a tough situation with their bank, and with these types of leads, time is of the essence. So a lot of new wholesalers, you know, they'll be locking up pre-foreclosure properties where the numbers don't make sense, and hoping they're going to renegotiate, in about 2 3 weeks down the line. But what they don't really know what's happening is that every day that passes, there's more attorney fees added to the amount of arrears, the reinstatement amount, the amount they're behind on their monthly mortgage payments. So every day that passes, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So whenever I approach a homeowner, of course, cash offer is always going to be the best option, and I make that very clear. Hey, this is what I can offer if I came in as the cash investor. But for I always do my due diligence. A lot of these properties either don't have equity, they owe too much. So I know that a cash offer is not going to work. I mean, I still present it because you never know, but I know that really there's only going to be three ways they're going to be able to rescue their home, and it's either they pay their reinstatement, they catch it up on their own, whether they get a loan, whether they get friends and family to help, they end up reinstating, they keep the property, or they can file bankruptcy, kind of stop everything, and of course it affects their credit either way. Foreclosure, bankruptcy, it all is going to mess up their credit either way. So I like to offer what we call a subject to, and of course it's a numbers game. So what subject to is essentially we're just coming in and just taking over the existing payments. So we're literally just stepping into the homeowner's shoes and just taking over the payments. We'll catch up the arrears, meaning that we'll stop that foreclosure. We'll catch up the loan, make it good, look good. To the lender. We'll start making those monthly payments. We'll put a little bit of cash in the homeowner's pocket, and at the end of the day, we're able to help them by stopping a foreclosure. The credit, it's looking good down the line because we're making those monthly payments on time. It looks good because it looks like the homeowner, they got the funds, cut up the property, everything's back to normal. So it's a win-win for everybody. Win for us because we don't have to go out there and get a loan to buy the property. We just literally take over what's already existing. So meaning I don't have to show my credit, proof of income, anything. I literally just close with an attorney, title company, and bam, it's our property. That's actually what we did here where I live. I bought this subject to. I can make a video on that um, maybe some other day. But yeah, when it comes to pre-foreclosures, you want to prep them, and of course, always make that cash offer. But prep them in the fact that you want to make sure that they start ordering their reinstatement and payoff amount, because what happens is a lot of these homeowners, they think that what they see online is what they owe. So when you ask them, hey, how much are you behind on your arrears, they're gonna give you one number, but it's always gonna be at least double that because they're not including the attorney fees, the bank fees, all the fees that are being incurred during this whole time. So I'm like, hey, Mr. Homeowner, let's first thing is first. I'm presenting you the cash offer. I'm presenting you ways to get a loan, ask families and friends for a loan. Bankruptcy is an option. I don't give financial advice. I just lay the options and let them choose. But I'm always going to offer cash or creative route, but I want my creative route to be their last first option, meaning that if at the end of the day, they have nowhere to go. They don't want to do bankruptcy. The bank doesn't want to help them. They couldn't get the money to catch up the arrears. And subject to is the only route. Well, I'm going to be their last option, and I hope I am because I think it's better than letting it just go to foreclosure, not make anything. Better than filing bankruptcy. I think subject to is a very an awesome, great, beautiful way to help people in scenarios where there's no equity. I mean, if there is no equity, what are you going to do? You can sell the property, bring money to the closing table, but if you're already going through a financial situation with your property, they're not going to have the money to come to the closing table. And then if they just let it go to foreclosure, well, then you just fucking everything up by just letting go foreclosure. You'll get, your credit messed up. It'll be hard for you to buy another property down the line. Again, if you go bankruptcy, it messes up your credit either way. So if you really think about it, us as an investor is offering subject to, I feel like we're really providing value to these homeowners where there's really no equity and no other way for them to sell their property other than to do a subject to. And what's crazy is a lot of people don't even talk about subject to, or a lot of new wholesalers, they're not educated in the matter, and they only offer, a the cash route, locking up the property, wasting a lot of time when in reality the property is probably not going to sell because the numbers probably don't work, and probably subject to was and is the only route to help these homeowners out. So yeah, so make sure you prep them, make sure you get them to order straight from the bank or the attorney. If you have access to the foreclosure notices, you can look up the attorney, the substitute of trustee, and you can send the homeowner the number and be like, hey, call them. Make sure you order your payoff, your reinstatement. Make sure they fax it to you or email it to you. That's the fastest way because they're going to try to mail it, and that shit takes time. And remember, time is of the essence with these properties. And if they're either old, they're not tech savvy, they don't have the time, they're at work, you make it very clear, hey, we need these figures no matter what. You're more than welcome to order them yourselves. Just know every day that you let pass, it just gets a little bit worse and worse and worse. Or I can send you what we call a loan authorization. That's going to allow me to call the bank on your behalf. I can order it for you. I'll get it emailed to my email or to my fax number. I'll forward it to you as soon as I get it. But I like to work fast, and I like to speed up the process. So if stopping the foreclosure is something you're interested in, I don't like wasting time. I'd be happy to, assist you with it, and then I could do it for them. So I offer that too. And a lot of the times, they go, or even faster, where I know I got a few days before the auction, instead of doing the loan authorization and all that, I'm like, hey, we have 5 days before the auction. Let's assume we have 5 days before the auction. Like, we don't have time to send an authorization, get it authorized, and go through the whole process. Let's call your lender right now. You authorize me over the phone. That way I'll be authorized for the next 48 hours. Sometimes they do it, for a good amount of time, whatever the time is. But you get access to order what you need to right away. So hey, let's call your lender right now. Give me authority. You'll be on three-way. They'll say, hey, I allow Fabian Arado to ask any questions, blah blah blah, regarding my loan. I'll go in there. Hey, this is Fabian. I don't really say I'm buying the property. I'm just helping a friend out, and we need to order the payoff, the reinstatement. I need to get it faxed or emailed to this number, and so I make sure I do all of that. I don't like wasting any time, and so meanwhile, while we're waiting for those figures, normally it takes anywhere from 3 to 5 days. You want to start prepping the homeowner, and remind them of every other option. Like, hey, man, or sir, man, whatever it is, we're waiting for these final figures. If your goal is to sell it, once we get these final figures, we'll sit down again and we can discuss the cash offer, which we kind of know it doesn't work. We can discuss the bankruptcy route, which, I'm not an attorney or financial advice, but if you want to go that route, I can recommend you to somebody that can help you with that. If you decide to stay, hey, if you got the loan, if the bank was able to help you, great. Again, I leave myself in the very, 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 very end, to where your only option is really to go the subject to route, and they're going to go with the person that provided the most value, was able to help them along the way, be honest, be transparent along the way. So yeah, so I don't like wasting time on these foreclosures. I don't like, especially if they're 2-3 weeks out. If the numbers don't work, they don't work. I'd rather just say, hey, my cash offer is not going to work, but this is what I can maybe offer. If anything, if nothing else works, give me a call. Just don't wait the last day or two. I mean, I can still make it happen, but you just want to be. I'd rather be honest instead of just locking somebody up, knowing that I'm not going to be able to sell that property. So yeah, with those foreclosures, don't waste any time. Get all the information you need right away. And yeah, hope that helps. Maybe another video we can talk about probates, or we can talk about the cold call process. I saw a comment about repairs. I can do a little video about repairs. But yeah, just let me know what more videos y'all want me to post, what topics y'all want me to talk about. I know I haven't been posting lately, but we're back. I was out doing some music shows, but we're back. I'm going to stay consistent with these videos. I want to help anybody who needs the help, anybody who wants to grow. We'll grow together. And yeah, thanks for watching. Again, my name is Fabe, and y'all have a good day.